Hey everybody, how you doing? Got a video for you today, and today's video is the top 10 alternate fuels for your Zippo. So I'm going to go over 10 different things you can use in your Zippo, and if you're wondering where I gathered all this information, some of them I've actually used and tried before, so I know they work, and others are from people I found online that said that they had to use it in their Zippo one time, and it did work, and sometimes they still use it in, in emergencies and things like that. So this is gathered from all the internet and all the Zippo community. That's why I was able to do 10. So let's get into it. But before we do, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share, do all the things down below. Hit that bell, and I'll keep bringing you the greatest Zippo content. So let's start off here with number 10. You could use kerosene in a Zippo. I've done this before. The problem with the kerosene, though, is if you continue to use it, it gunks up the inside of your lighter to the point where you got to change all the cotton and wick. It's very thick. And then we'll move on to number 9. Number 9 is kind of the same as kerosene, but lamp oil is number 9. And lamp oil, though, is not always pure kerosene. You can get all these different kinds, and it's mixed, and it's parts of kerosene and things like that. So I was able to put it in, and obviously it's lamp oil, so it does work, and there's all different variations and mixtures you can get of lamp oil. So that's why I put it on its own, where kerosene is a pure form. So now we'll move on to number 8. Number 8 is pure naphtha. Yeah, you can just buy pure naphtha. That's what Zippo fluid is. You can go get that basically anywhere. There's tons of stores that sell it, hardware and this and that, automotive shops. They all have it. So number 8 is naphtha. Now we move on to number 7. White camp gas. Yeah, you can just buy this at hardware stores too, and camping sports stores and all that. It's just white camp gas. Works fine. My buddy T-Man has a great video on naphtha and pure white gas for anyone who wants to go check it out. Check it out on his channel. Great video for a more in-depth review of those ones. So now, as we move on, we're going to start getting into some stranger things here. So be prepared. I wanted to just give the most basic at the beginning, and I wanted to leave the best for last, the most interesting. So as we move on now to number 6, number 6 is actually hairspray. Yeah, you can just take hairspray and spray it on the inside of that insert, and yeah, it will actually work. Hairspray is combustible, so but remember, I really urge people not to try any of these at home. Now that we're moving into the more highly combustible ones, it could be dangerous. Don't try it. This is just a video for review, not for you to test at home. This is just a fun little video. Now, coming in at number 5, moonshine. Yeah, you can slide some moonshine in there, and it will also work. America's greatest art form, one of its oldest contributors to the country, So moonshine will not only run your vehicle, it'll run your Zippo too. Or just a really high content of liquor too will also work. Now, as we move on to number 4, rubbing alcohol. The higher the percentage, the even better she burns. I have tried it before. It does work. But just to let everyone know, I used isopropyl, not like 70% or 50% or anything. Well, actually, I'll show you. I had it here. I actually had it here. This is the bottle I use right there. Me and T-Man was originally doing this video, but he didn't post his, and he actually had all these things, and he was doing them. So I just wanted to make this video because I knew he would never get to post his. I don't even think he had it finished or anything, but so I just wanted to make this video because me and T-Man came up with this video together. So and now number 3, we got brake cleaner. Yes, brake cleaner. You can spray brake cleaner into your insert, and it will work. My buddy Carl uses it over in Sweden. Bottle of brake cleaner is pretty cheap. It lasts a long time for your Zippo insert a lot. And when you're going on a camping trip, usually you got there by a vehicle. So a lot of times vehicle might even have that in there. So if you're ever lost, the whole reason to this list though is like if you're ever lost in the woods, you come across a cabin and they got one of these 10 items, you're rocking. And now coming in at number 2, we got cologne. Yes, you could use cologne. A lot of cologne is very flammable. You could just keep spraying cologne in there, soak it up in the cotton, and then you're ready to rock. And every time you light it, your Zippo's gonna smell great. Every time you pull it out of your pocket, everything's gonna smell nice and nice. So yeah, get yourself some cologne. And finally, coming in at number 1, I chose this as number 1. This is an obvious one, but I chose it because the history with it is gasoline. Back in World War II and Vietnam, they didn't even have Zippo fluid over there. That's how they all filled their lighters, was with gasoline, because that was the one thing that was plentiful with the American Army and all their stuff. It all ran on gasoline, so they all had an abundance of gasoline, and that's how they would use. That's what they would use for all their Zippos, was just dunk the insert in gasoline. My buddy Carl still actually uses that, he says, to this day. So all right, everybody, that was a fun list. Top 10 things you could use in your Zippo as an alternative fuel source. Let me know if I missed any, what you thought could be added, what your thoughts are. Please comment below, and I will see you guys in the next one.